All right, guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this harvest of this garlic. I've been harvesting from this bed the past couple weeks, but as you can tell, it's starting to look real scraggly. July 4th has come and went, and normally I like to complete my harvest of my garlic by July 4th. So right here, this first row, I don't know if I even have a tag. I may have to refer to my previous video when I gave you guys an update, like as to what this is. So I have my garlic bed separated or divided into, just the varieties. Over here, I have the German, which I completely harvested. That's a wild, rogue-looking acorn squash right there. This next row is, let me see. This is Romanian Red. All right, so I'll go ahead and harvest this real quick. Followed by Chestnut Red. And I want to say that this is the Matechi. I'm not too sure. We'll figure it out. All right, so let me go ahead and wrap up this harvest. They're not as big as they were the past couple years, but that's fine. I mean, this is a decent size right here. Decent size. This one rotted out. So Romanian Red is a hardneck variety, and they're pretty sizable bulbs. They're pretty sizable heads. So you'll get a nice harvest out of Romanian Red. So that's that in that row. All right, let's get this right here, which is my Chestnut Red. A lot smaller. This one rotted out. Very prolific, I tell you that. It may not be as big as the Romanian Red, but it's definitely a prolific garlic. I could see why this one kind of dissolved, so to speak, the bulb, because it's got a flower head developing. That's the thing with these garlic. If you don't pull the scapes, if you don't snap the scapes off early enough, you get a smaller head. Sometimes you won't get a head at all, especially if you allow the flower to form. As you can see here, these are all forming. So what ends up happening is, if you wait too long to pull the scape, because that's essentially what this is. This is a scape that turns into a flower head. All the energy goes into producing flowers and then seed. So that's why your bulb ends up being a little smaller. Get all these weeds out of here. All right, in this last row, the unnamed variety. So a good thing to succession plant with after garlic would be spinach, some brassicas. What else? I'll put a full list. I'll put a full list up at the end of the video as to what you can follow up planting in the bed that you had your garlic in. So as I was saying, some crops that you can plant after your garlic, because one thing about garlic is it has a lot of insect repelling properties. It's a bulb that is produced underground, and so therefore that soil contains a lot of those anti-insect repellent properties. So some of the crops that you can go ahead and plant would be aubergines, or that's what they say in the UK. I'm talking about stuff like cucumbers, eggplants, nightshade crops, carrots, spinach, brassicas, potatoes, things of that sort will be perfect to plant in that same bed that you had your garlic. I think I had a pretty decent harvest this year of garlic. I mean, it wasn't spectacular like last year, but it's definitely notable. And what I'll do now is I'll go ahead and cut the stalk down to about 3 inches above the bulb and let those dry, air dry, for a couple of days. And then I'll go ahead and package what I need to go ahead and send out to friends and family, and then go ahead and store the rest for the rest of the season. All right, guys, thanks for hanging with me on this quick episode, and I will see you on the next one. AJ's Green Thumb.